Okay. Here we go, guys. This is supposed to be Cooking with David. And I tried to make this earlier, and unfortunately, the camera that I was using ran out of battery. So I'm going to start over again, show you how I did this. This is going to be a pasta salad. So I've already cooked the pasta. I used the tricolor, so we're going to get rid of that. And I cut up a green pepper. If you can see the chunks of green pepper here, I'll hold that up for you. And also some cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes, and I quartered them. Alright? So we're going to put them back in there. One thing you guys got to remember, whenever you cook anything, the most important ingredient is a good bottle of wine. And what you do with that is you pour it into a glass. And as that old song says, you take the glass and raise it to your lips and take a drink. Set that to the side. Okay, so I've got pasta, and you want to make sure that this is cooled down before you put your ingredients in it. So I was going to cook that anyway ahead of time. I got cherry tomatoes in there, and I've got a green pepper that I chunked up. Now, we're living under coronavirus mania. So usually I get a smaller can of this and black olives that are already sliced up. So I actually only used half of this can, but I had to slice them up myself. So here's what I did. So we're going to throw that in there. And if you don't like black olives, you don't have to put it in there. Brenda likes it. Whatever Brenda likes is what I do. So you mix it up. I think you need another glass of wine, or at least a drink. I want to make note of this pot. This pot has been with me through thick and thin. I've had it since I was in my early 20s. And when I first moved out on my own, I didn't get a lot of help from anyone. But I did have an aunt that really felt sorry for me. So she gave me this set of club aluminum cookware with the stipulation that I could never get rid of it. So I still have it to this day, and this is what I use. My avocado green club aluminum cookware. I love it. I'll never go without. Now, you want to put a little pimentos in there. Now, this is a 4-ounce jar. It comes in a 2-ounce jar, and that's usually what I use. So I'm just going to use about half of this. Yeah, that's good. You can put whatever you want in it. And again, you don't have to put it in there if you don't want to. Okay. Pepperoni. What's an Italian salad without a little pepperoni, eh? So we're going to put some pepperoni in there. And what you do with the pepperoni, this is a 6-ounce. It calls for 5-ounce, but these are trying times. And then if you have a beagle, which I do, beagles love everything. There's nothing that a beagle doesn't eat. So since we do have an ounce or two to spare, I'm going to give some to the beagle. So what you do, I just stack it up like this, okay? And then I quarter it like so. And then I throw it in the dish. Man, I hope I got enough room in that bowl. I may have to get another bowl. So we're going to use the whole package on this. And we're just going to go like this and go like that. It's a little this and that. I didn't realize how fat I looked. God. I have been cooped up in this house way too long. And here I am doing things like this. Okay. So we're going to get all this in there, like so, and then we're going to mix it all up. This is not going to take too long. I hope I don't cut my fingers. Last time I did a Spanish steaks, I cut my finger. Hey, that'd be a good one. I ought to do that. Show you guys how I make Spanish steaks. So we go like this. Throw that sucker in there. I hope this is entertaining to you. This is, you know, I ain't got nothing else to do. So, my beagle wants more. I'm going to give him more. Here, have another. So, there you go. I'm going to mix this. I'm going to have to put this in something bigger, I think. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's see what happens. It's a wonderful salad, really. You know, we really like it. We eat it a lot. Okay. As you can see, we eat a lot. So then, you want to use hard salami. Now, ideally, hard salami, you want to use a solid piece, but these are trying times. So I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the salami, with the pepperoni. Only I'm going to use probably about that much. Yeah, let's use a little more. One thing about this, if you have a beagle, your beagle's going to love it. Okay, so I'm just going to do this the same way I did the pepperoni. I'm just going to quarter it like so. Toss it in there. Toss it in there like a so. Like a soul. We all have soul, right? Okay. So anyway, I may or I may not post this. I do not know. If this turns out as corny as I think it is, I probably won't. Brenda and I will just have a good laugh. So after you get all the salami quartered up, and like I say, if you can find a piece that's whole, that's what you want to use. Man, this is going to be hard to slice all up. But it's looking good though, right? Yeah. Just give another piece to the dog. And let's give a piece to the cook. Okay. So, dog gets another. Okay. So we got that in there. At this point, have another drink of wine. Now, provolone cheese. I love provolone cheese. What you're supposed to do with this, you're supposed to use a whole piece, a chunk. But again, I couldn't find any. So I'm just going to use these slices, which is a 8-ounce package. And that's pretty good. That's about right. So I'm going to cut this way in about 4 pieces, like that. Then I'm just going to turn it this way and cut it like that. And that kind of gives you the same effect as a chunk. Throw that in there. Oh man, this is full. I don't know if I got another bowl that's any bigger than this. I know I got another club aluminum pot. Let me see here. That's not any bigger. Okay. Oh, here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll try this. Yeah, I don't think that's any better. Now it's dirty. So then the final step to this wonderful pasta is Italian dressing, because it's Italian. So we're going to open it up, and I usually use about a half a bottle. You can use the whole bottle, you can use 3/4 of the bottle, whatever you want. You don't have to use any of it at all. But after I chill it, I always like to use a little Parmesan when I go to eat it. So I'm just going to drizzle this. Yeah, it's about a half bottle. A little more. Let's see if I can mix this up. So I used a small bowl. Why did I use a small bowl? But anyway, here's the finished product. Voila! And that concludes the first and hopefully the last installment of Cooking with David. Now you can put as much as you want in this, or as least as you want. Least? Is that the right? I have to ask Bessie. That's the proper English. I know that my daughter would probably chastise me for that. Anyway. Then I just cover it up, put it in the refrigerator. In about an hour, when it's good and chilled, we can have us some. Yeah, that didn't turn out too bad. Alright. Cheers. Oh yeah. Let's have some more. Okay. There it is. Thank you guys. Have fun. Oops.